What's up? 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 Let's see how many people we can get on here before we really get started or get into it. I just want to talk to everybody kind of quickly. I'm not going to go over 30 minutes. Who knows? May not even go 15 minutes. But I just want to talk to everybody real quick. Haven't, everything's winding down. This is like getting into I would say like the vacation period. I've done a lot of teaching. Uh, my mistake. I've done a lot of teaching. Did a lot of you know, extra work, and it's been a year. It has been a busy, busy, busy year. It's been some ups. It's been some downs, and I just want to talk to y'all real quick. You know what I mean? What's up? What's up? Who's on? We got somebody on. Who's on? I'm in the house. I could have done this on OBS, but it's just a lot. It's a lot. So when you think about this, this is so I'm not going to tell you about things I got going on, but there will be some more videos throughout the rest of the year. Especially as we're talking about things as a music producer that you should do in order to just make sure you got everything tied up, like all your purchases and things that you've done. You should have an inventory list and an inventory sheet of everything you purchase. I don't care if it's a pack of paper, because I look at that. This is stuff you need to write on your taxes. You know what I mean? You need to be able to write it up. Always have a good stand. You know. So, and you need to account for every expense. Get a app like what's the Rocket Money? You need like a Rocket Money app. Very good app. That app will put you in a position of you know where you can. All right, I just want to make sure I'm sitting right when I sit this up. Give me a good second and let me sit it right. There we go. All right. So make sure you got, like Rocket Money. Rocket Money will track every expense that you've done, and you don't have to purchase it or anything like that. You can use the free version if you're going to use Rocket Money. Let me make sure everything is set up right. I want all messages to be visible. What's up, everybody? Day Sun Civil Days Music. I'm not going to be talking that long. I was looking around, and something I was told to do, I never did. And don't be disobedient to God, it'll end up biting you in the butt. Always obey when He's telling you to do something. But I'm gonna spin around my room real quick, and I'm gonna tell you what not to do in terms of a content creator if you're gonna be on social media. And one of the things that you don't want to do is go above your means. Sometimes you can have so much stuff that you don't have time to focus and learn one piece of gear. And what I've learned through studying other famous producers is that they mastered one piece of gear. And after mastering that one piece of gear, they moved on to something else. Think about Stevie Wonder. What is he known for? He's known for playing the piano, the keyboard, things of that nature. If you think about producers like Dr. Dre, what are they known for? The MPC, Premier, the MPC, Timberland, ASR 10, MPC, Kanye West, MPC, ASR 10, Jake 1, ASR, the ASR 10. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is you want to master the things you do because I've found that when you have too much stuff, it hinders your creativity, and you're trying to find ways to get back to being creative and being creative as fast as you can. So let me spin around the room real quick, which I'm thankful for of the things I have and some of the stuff I need to clean. So I'm just gonna spin around real quick. Drums, of course. Uh, MPC. Look at all this stuff. MPC. MPC's SP404 computer. Spinning back around. It's kind of messy over here, but still, got a turntable that I have yet to start doing my DJ live sets with. which during this break, I think I want to try to start doing my DJ live set. So the thing is about being creative and getting music out. That's the biggest thing. How creative can you be to get music out? Um, if you're gonna do teaching and tutorials and stuff like that, he said, "What is the one thing you have mastered, or what is the your most used machine to make a beat?" I will have to say it's the MPC Live 2. MPC Live 2 is my most mastered drum machine. And then after that, I would say then that's the Push 2. Push 2. I'm okay on the SP404, but I need more work. I need more time with it, especially wanting to do tutorials and tutorial videos. But I need to sit down. But what I've learned is you don't. I didn't get some of this. I didn't get this stuff for me. I'll be honest with you. I got this stuff for YouTube. Some of it I got for YouTube. Now, of course, I gotta say this right here. Oh my goodness, that right there, yeah, the bomb. And I love it because everything is at your fingertips. But the SB404 can give you a very equivalent sound, you know. But I will have to say that don't get this stuff for social media. Do not get this stuff for social media. The benefit of everything that you get is that tax time. If you have your business and everything set up, that this is a write off on your business, which is really good. But me, if I put money in it, you know, I'm a family man. I'm a family man first. I gotta start. I'm a family man first, and with me being a family man first, I don't want to put my family in a situation where what I'm doing hinders the household, because then you're making a mistake. You know what I mean? There's business, but with everything you get, it should return some type of profit back to you, even if that profit is enjoyment. I'm thankful, my drum kits are selling. But people didn't know I used to work with Machine Masters. Not only Machine Masters, back in the day, I made a kit that sold very well. So I understand that. But there's other things, like starting to beat stars. That's what $19 a month. And if nobody's buying your music or leasing your beats, you digging into a hole. Then there's not just the beat sales. What's the other thing that I've invested in? You got Chat GPT. You got all these things you're using to make videos. A lot of stuff I do for free. The CapCut for video editing. Shoot, I didn't finish I didn't finish the Mac. I had the Final Cut. I had 90 days of Final Cut. I haven't touched it yet. DaVinci Resolve, and part of it is because I love DaVinci Resolve so much. So I just edit on the fly with CapCut and DaVinci Resolve. All the plugins that you purchase for that, because you're trying to, entertain, and not just entertain, but you want to educate. I'm an educator. You know what I mean? I'm an educator, and as well as I'm trying to do music. Like I feel like I sacrificed a lot of music, because when you're educating, you're not making your best beats. Sometimes I do a lot of stuff without the camera on. There's a lot of beats I make without the camera on. But then, or then what'll happen is, like, I'll have no videos for those beats, and they'll be some of the dopest beats I made. But they never saw me making them. And I don't know, it's like something's going on, like in the producer space, where I'll watch producers' videos, but they're not getting a lot of views. You know what I mean? I see a lot of producers not getting a lot of views, and then there's some that are just killing it. John Makes Beats is killing it, Bolo's killing it, Malo's still killing it, Jay Freshman's killing it. What's the guy, the midlife guy, who's the minimalist? He's killing it. I like it's another guy who does MPC videos. But he makes sample packs, and his videos are really good. He really breaks things down. And I think a lot of it is, sometimes when you have families and you're rushing and you're doing stuff, you don't have time to do the things that will give the information that the people really need. So you're rushing trying to get things done. But um, all in all, I want to make sure that next year is a better year, especially as it applies for, production, making music, doing videos that basically, educate and things of that nature. So make sure that y'all, if you're going to do this social media thing, that you really think it through. Don't listen to all the big creators when they trying to sell you products and cameras and all those things like that. Of course you're going to get a better image, but sometimes the best thing to have is what I'm on right now, and that's your cell phone. When I found out that I could take OBS, use Video Ninja, and then take my cell phone, and I had two cameras with my cell phones, I was like, man, I spent all this money on cameras, and this is what I could have done. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my cameras. I love my cameras, but sometimes things can be a bit expensive. Don't rush through this thing. This could be lucrative. This could put you in a position forever. But I also got to say this, the days of old are done. You know what I mean? Like the things that would make my channel spring forward are not working now. One, it was the thumbnail, and people would see the thumbnail and boom. But now it's a thing with AI thumbnails and people are leery. I don't know. I don't understand it. You're not going to be able to fight this AI thing. I remember going to Philly, and in Philly, we went to a McDonald's. And when we went to the McDonald's, what happened was I went to the counter because I didn't want to deal with the kiosk. And the guy said, did you use the kiosk? I said, no. He said, well, I'll help you out, sir. And then he said, but I want to let you know, he said, next year it won't be a countertop or a cash register here. He said, because they're doing away with the registers. And I said, really? He said, yeah, it's going to be all AI. You have to do everything through the kiosk. I said, wow. I said, the world really is changing. But we don't understand it's like a revolution. You had the automation back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. You had the car plants, the auto dealerships, the gun manufacturers, textile manufacturers. You had all that going on back then. So agriculture wasn't the thing. They moved from agriculture to textiles and automation. Then in the like 60s to 70s, y'all know, y'all went to school. If you study your history class, 60s to the 70s, you started moving toward the information age. What's up, Beats in Bed? You went more to the information age. In the 80s and the 90s, it really took information to a higher level. You got to watch Myron Golden. He has a great video on the evolution of business and the evolution of making money. And I was like, yo, this dude really knows what he's talking about, because I remember talking about those things in history, how you went from agriculture to textiles, from textiles to automation, and from automation, to now you got the information age and the outlets and things of that nature. NPC. Yo, I should tell that, but I'm not. NPC one. But you have all these things going on, and even he said, if you really think about it, the outlets are starting to kind of die out a bit, especially with, you got e-commerce, and now you got AI. AI has always been here. There's something, it was called an AI winter or AI summer when they tried to create AI back then. I'm not gonna tell it. I'm just gonna say finger licking good chicken. Now I'll just leave it there. But there was called an AI winner, not the two AI winners of the 90s, the 80s and the 90s. There was an AI winner in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s, where they tried to make AI, but the technology wasn't relevant yet. And you had that, the computer chip, everything. Gaming is what pushed everything to the higher level. Now, the computer chip advanced, the graphics card advanced, technology advanced. He said, it's been a minute. It's James J. Yo, what's up, my man from Machine Masters? Well, Floney, I hate when the messages do that. He said, Floney, proud of you, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. I get online and I watch you DJ, man. You are amazing. I like to get there one day, where I cut. I'll see you rocking the parties. So things are evolving. You know what I mean? It's like, so think about, like I look at this, us trying to make sample packs and sell sample packs and things of that nature. It's You said, I've been peeping your videos for some time now. Thanks, man. I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate it. So things are changing. It's not like in the early 2000s. He said, you be in your area soon. My best friend lives in Honest. Okay, maybe we can hook up. You know, just I'm gonna go on your Instagram, and I'll shoot my number out to you. Um, so things are changing. It's like, think in the early 2000s, it was I'm gonna say like 2010s. What you could do was you could like put all your drums together and your sounds together, then put out a sample pack, and you would make money off of it. Not like that today. You got to give out so much for free. People don't trust it. They want a demo. They want to see your stuff. They practically want to snatch it away from you. But here's the other part about that. You'll put your pack out, and then there's these poachers. They'll take your pack and put it on their website. One of my biggest selling packs is on this guy's website, and he's like selling it like it's his. I told him, man, you need to take it down. And then you have the big companies. You said they want your stuff for free. Yeah, the pirates. I used to know this. There was this collective maybe like 5 years ago. I joined this group. I think it was a Facebook group. What they would do is they would put their money together and they would buy the sample pack and spread it between everybody. I got out of that group. MSX Sound. I got out of that group because I was like, nah. I was like, I don't want no part of this. Buying people. Now I understand what they were doing if they were helping us, but if you got 10 people in a group and one person's buying a pack and everybody's sharing it, that person ain't making no money off this. You know what I mean? So now your intellectual property, because all of this is digital now, so now your intellectual property is being pirated. So it's a lot of things that you got to be careful of. Like, come on, look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna sprint around the room. That's my PC. I built that in 2008. Just updated it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right here. See what I'm saying? This is old. I would love to update it. Look at this. Hard to see, but here it is. Covered in mess. You see all this? You think I'm just trying to sit here and twiddle my thumbs for the heck of it? No. I'm trying to do something with it. Said, keep posting, Neil. I'm headed to work, but I'll watch the whole vid later. I'm trying, man. Trying to put in the work. I'm trying to be credible. That's why I like to producer interviews. I like to bring, like, I'm not gonna say my guy's name, but I got a guy. He was like, "Yo, you talk about it?" Like, yo, I can't help it. What's up, Big Chief Prince Vision? I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. But he didn't want to come on because he feel like he ain't had nothing to offer. And I'm like, dude, you have so much to offer. We've been working together. You have a voice. And he was like, yo, if I'm not them big guys, I really don't want to. I don't think my voice matters. And that's not true. Your voice does matter. Our voices matter. We invested into this. If you're old enough to say that I came into this because I heard Eric B. and Rakim, or I heard Nas, or I heard Biggie, or I heard, Ice Cube, or I heard Dre, or I heard Snoop, or I heard Kendrick. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to tag on it. Hit the button by accident. And you heard all these guys, and that inspired you to say, I want to do that. You know what I mean? That's like if somebody saw a doctor or someone, their parent went through something and they say, you know what, I want to be a medical physician. They invested in their career only to get to a certain point for somebody to say, no, you can't do this, or whatever you do, you can't make no money off of it. Man, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Or you don't have a skill set because you don't have a platinum record. What's up? I am Ray Beats. What's going on, my man? I'm just talking and chit chatting with people today. I felt I wanted to talk and address some points. Like, don't do this stuff for people. Don't do this stuff for social media. You know what I mean? Do this stuff because you have a drive, because you have a passion, that you've been sent on an assignment to do something. Like, I feel like my assignment is to educate. It's crazy. When I was a rapper, it was Day Sun Civil. Oh, well, actually, it was Day Sun, and Day Sun, the Day's Sun. And the thing about it was, I was to shed light into the dark areas. It was Day Sun, the Decipher. You know how it was back in the '90s. You had Raekwon the Chef, Day Sun, the Decipherer, stuff like that. That's what the name used to be. Oh yeah, and I used to rap. I was the man. When people are like, well, rap. No, come on, man. I haven't rapped in so long. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have a purpose, and sometimes you don't know your purpose right off the bat, just do what's inside you. If it's something in you and you know you can't shake it, and you are all these years and it's still there and you can't get rid of it, you got to keep moving. Like I keep telling my daughter goes to piano practice. It's so crazy. I can help her practice, but I cannot play as good as her. I can help her read the notes and stuff like that, but I can't play as good as her. Want to know why? Because I don't sit my tail down and practice 15 minutes like I should, 15 to 20 minutes. If I did that 15 to 20 minutes a day, I'd be I was about to say a mafioso. I would be good. You know what I mean? I would be really good at playing the piano. So what I want to say is, don't get all this gear for the sake of getting gear. You know what I mean? Do everything with a purpose, and make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. Don't get upset. And I know I'm talking to somebody right now who's afraid to put out a video, who's afraid to let people see them make mistakes. I'll be honest with you. I've noticed that people would much rather see you make mistakes than to see your stuff be perfect. You know what I mean? People like to grow with you. You know what I mean? Look at how they did Corey Kenshin. When Corey Kenshin was trying to get to 10 million, was it 10 or 20? He was trying to get to 10 million followers. When everybody was there when he was on, they were watching him every day, helping him and pushing him along the way. And guess what happened as soon as he got there? People wanted to take that axe and chop him down off the doggone. I used to watch it with my daughters. Corey Kenshin, big time gamer. You know, so what I'm trying to say is, don't go buying all this stuff if you don't need it. Now, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. And you enjoy it. But if you're doing this because this is your business and you want this to grow into something, yeah, man, invest. Put yourself in it. That's why I love bringing people on to talk. That's where the interviews started. I started trying to branch off to do something else, because sometimes people don't want to see you making a beat. People don't want to see, going through the process. I learned video editing, and sometimes my best edited videos don't do well. It's the ones where people see the raw you. They see you making the beat, the mess ups, the mistakes, all that stuff like that. They see you working through it. You know what I mean? My live videos do very well. That's what got me monetized, my live videos. So what I'm trying to tell you is, don't let social media trick you into doing things that could break your budget, destroy your family, have you and your wife or your spouse or whoever arguing. You know what I mean? You got to try to do this and grow at the same time. I just watched this guy, real nice guy. I think his name was Belief, and it was about him and his family. I think I used to see him years ago. It was always about his children and him taking care of his children and him and his wife. And he said it got to the point where it became too much, and he had to sell his house and he moved somewhere else, and it almost destroyed his family. You know what I mean? Because he sank in such a pit. Nah, you don't want to sink in a pit. We got 10 people up here. We got 6 likes. Can everybody hit the like button? Everybody hit the like button. So, and it took me a long time to do stuff like that, because you get into this. Oh, I don't want people to think I'm begging. I don't want people to think, man, get the heck out of here. Go buy my sample pack. I'll promote myself. I used to be like that. My man Khalif will always say, he was like, man, promote yourself, promote yourself. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. I don't want to promote myself, blah, 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 blah. I always thought I wasn't a salesman until I learned you'll never have anything until you sell yourself. There's a scripture in the Bible. It says, you have not because you ask not. If I don't ask the people to buy my stuff, and if I don't, they don't see me working or things, and they don't see me, they're putting the product in display, they're not going to buy. You're not going to buy Pepsi unless you watch the Pepsi commercial or you hear somebody say how good it tastes. I'm grateful for everyone that has bought anything from me and has given a review. I got a great review from a guy on Facebook. He said, I love your sample pack. It sounds so good. He said, I really enjoy this. And it brought happiness to me. It's just like this. This has been one of the most challenging semesters of me teaching. And like some students are really smart. Some students are rebellious. You're trying to get them to the right direction. You're trying to teach them certain things. So there'll be some pushback. But what happened was at yesterday, as my class was ending, one of my students said, I see everything that you're trying to do. And she said, and God sees it too. And for all that you give out, she said, I pray that people give back unto you. Give back unto you. Hey, for those of you that got an issue with God, hey, I can't do no with that. I gotta do what I gotta do. This stuff don't belong to me. I'm telling you right now, this stuff, I got this stuff because of the God. And people be like, oh no, no, no. Yeah, no. God gave this to me. God blessed me. There were years I had nothing back in 2000, and my man Jazzmatic could tell you because he's been that support for me. Because I used to call him up crying and all kinds of stuff like that. Because I had no music equipment, no nothing. I gave it up for a while. You know what I mean? Everything went down. People will abandon you and all kinds of stuff like that. But you know what? You got to keep your prayers up. You got to keep trusting in God. You got to keep moving forward. You got to keep loving Him. And that's why I have this stuff. It's not because of me. It's not because of me. It's because I asked for it. I asked Him to bless me. I asked Him to bless my family. So that's why. And I'm not saying this from a perspective like I don't have it all together. I don't. Why you think I'm trying to sell sample packs? I'm trying to pay for some of this stuff. I'm trying to make it make money so it makes sense to have it. Not only would it just be a tax write-off. So let me explain that to you. This space right here it used to be Civil Days Music. Now it's Sun Civil Media. This whole space right here is Sun Civil Media. Everything I do, if it's down to purchasing coffee, if it's buying paper or something like that, every expense I account for and I put it on my taxes because I'm going to write everything off. That'll either give me a refund or help me to break even. That's the whole goal of this. This is the benefit of starting a business. So you need to make sure that you have inventory sheets. When you purchase a sample pack, you need to put the sample pack name in a spreadsheet. Not just the sample pack name. You need to put how much it cost. That's part of your inventory. That's part of resources. That's part of the things you need. If you bought an app, you need to put that in your inventory sheet. If you bought an app for accounting, you put that in your inventory sheet. You see what I'm saying? You need to put all these things in so that you can, what? Uh-oh. You need to put all these things in your inventory sheet so that when it comes tax times, you can write those things off. There's marketing expenses, there's printing expenses, there's mileage on your car. You can put your car in your business. You can put your car in your business. Be careful, the insurance companies try to ask you about this stuff. So all this stuff is a write-off, you know what I mean? And it really helped me last year. Everything you purchase, I don't care how long ago you purchased it, you can write it off. Now it'll be depreciated, but you can put it as a depreciated, and then they'll determine if you're going to get the standard deduction on your taxes, or if you're not. I'm not. Let me give you what do you say, the what's the word I'm looking for? Disclaimer. I was a tax professional. But I'm not coming to you as a tax professional. I'm just coming to you as the experience that I have doing those things. So I've done my taxes for the past 3 to 4 years, and it started off with having a preparer, then the preparer having me enter all the information in, then tossing it off to the preparer for them to work it out. And in the last 2 years, I've been doing it. So I'm learning, and it's funny. I went to HR Block, and they didn't teach me this stuff. You know what I mean? So everything you do is a write off. Get yourself a LLC. You know what I mean? And your LLC will either it's if it's a LLC or a single member LLC, even if it's you're just you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur. And what you're doing is, and you don't have that, you can still use your EIN. I mean your tax number, social security number, and you can write those things off, the name of your business. But it's best if you go to the IRS, get you an EIN, and then let your business be there. Even if you haven't officially gone for your LLC, you can go to the irs.gov website, go apply for your EIN. It happens instantaneously. But I will tell you this, as soon as that sheet comes up, print it and save it. So, and then when you have that, you can put your business on your taxes and you can write all your stuff off. You know, that like I got I have a photography business. I have a training business, which is Surety Cyber. You'll see if you scroll down my page, you'll see a section where it talks about the beat making page, and it talks about my cyber page, which I haven't fully, been doing videos for, but I will. And you go on that page. My computers and all the stuff I buy, pencils, all that stuff like that, stuff as an educator, that goes to that, and I write that off. I write those expenses off. Then when it comes to music, which is now Sun Civil Media, and I'll tell you this, you can incur a loss up to 3 years. After that, they expect you to make a profit, or at least make some type of money. Then you can write everything off: your travel, your mileage, all those things you can write off. This is a business, especially when you become monetized on social media. Now, I'm not saying this just for that. I just feel like I got to tell y'all that this could be bigger than what you're currently doing. And in the process, you could do things that help you to make money. I'm trying to convince my guy, my man Jazzmatic has some of the dopest drums out there. I want him to make a sample pack so bad. I want him to make a drum kit so bad so people can have the dope drums that he has, because his music knocks, and a lot of people, if he did that, I think it'd be great. So what I'm trying to say is invest in yourself, but don't over-invest in yourself. Don't do this stuff with they're taking advantage of us, man. Every day you come out, there's something new. There's something new. And you know what we say? Ooh, I want that. That's what my daughter said when she was young. I didn't know what she was saying. She just pointed up at my camera and said, I want that. I didn't know what she was saying, but that's how we act. I want that. And if this stuff ain't gonna make you no money, don't go out and buy all this stuff. Get you one piece of gear, master that one piece of gear, figure that one piece of gear out. I'll be honest with you. Screw the hardware devices. Just use your computer for right now. Use your computer. I'm going back to the computer. I got Ableton. This is Ableton right here. Lo-fi. And that's one of those beats I made that I didn't show nobody. I grabbed an acapella. I grabbed the acapella from an interview, and I can't play it all. I'm just gonna play a portion of it. Let me turn this back on, and this is what it was here. She was from a small town. She had never been around real stars before. Came to the strip club for some stop it there because homeboy gets a little bit too much. So I kind of kept that one to myself, taking his vocals out. And then I said, oh, I said, this could be another lo-fi track that I drop. So, but that's what I want to do moving forward next year. More beats, more tutorials. I'm learning Ableton. I don't want to market anybody's products unless they're doing something for me, but it's because you get to a point where you feel like you're giving all this promo for free, So, but I'm going back into the DAW. I started working in the DAW more and just want to get into making beats and releasing tracks. I want to tell y'all this. My homeboy Lonze really, 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 really inspired me. If you haven't watched this video, go back to my producer series. That's the SCM Music Producer Spotlight series. And in that series, the goal is to spotlight producers. And I'm not just talking about big name people. I'm talking about people that, you need to be pulled up. If I'm at a certain level and I can pull you up, yeah, then I'll I'm a ladder. I'll do that. And so we'll talk and things like that. But my man Beats by Lonze, yo, he really, 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 I always tell him he inspires me, but he really inspired me. I was like, I just got to say it. I'm going to copy his method. And when I copy his method, I'm going to show everybody that when I talk about the things I talk about, I am credible. And when I talk about, I can be validated. And that, because one thing he said, I just put out music and put out music and put out music. He said, because I never want to get to that point where someone asks me something and they say, well, have you done this? And have you done that? And have you done this? And have you done that? And he said, well, you know what? Go to my Bandcamp. You'll see what I've done. Go to my Spotify. You'll see what I've done. Go to my Apple Music. You see what I've done. Go to my website. You see what I've done. Go to my Linktree. You see what I've done. It's getting to the point where you got to be credible and you got to block out all the noise. Everybody's talking about AI, 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 AI. What is this? I feel like a rap song or something like that. Don't even sweat that. Just put your stuff out. Put your music out. You know what I mean? Put some of your, go back and watch some of my interviews. I think I'm going to clip that part out where people talk about how you can maintain in this space. And you can maintain by putting some stuff on the streaming platforms, but putting your good stuff on your website, your Bandcamp, stuff like that, and redirecting people there so that you can make profits off of what you're doing. What's up, Beats by Lana? You know I'm talking about you. I'm bragging on you, bro. I'm talking about, your business model, your business acumen, and how that mindset can help a lot of people. That 329, you got me with that one, man. That 329, that's it. 3 days a week, 29 hours, getting things done, and being done. I'm going to tell everybody this. Please make a list. Please, you got to be detailed. Write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain. Write your goals down. Write how you're going to attain that goal, and write short-time goal. Don't be so, oh yeah, I want to be Dr. Dre. What are the steps it's going to take to get there? How many albums do you have to release? What do you have to get good at? You know what I mean? What do you have to master? Break those things down, and then start attacking those goals that way. That's why I said this has to be the year of putting music out. And then I'm sitting here with the piano. Let me tell you something. I have 3 piano tutorial videos, like 3 or 4 piano tutorial videos that I've bought probably over the past 10 years. I have 1 guitar video that's supposed to teach you neo soul guitar. I haven't sat down with it yet. This is going to be the year to get that stuff done, and not just talking about it because, they said never tell people your plans. So I ain't telling you everything, but what I'm just saying, he said, beats in bed. Oh, what's good, family? Like here. I made that beat for a video talking about my sample pack and beat breakdowns. That's where that beat came from, and I hid it. I was like, oh, this ain't good enough. This ain't good enough. That blah 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 blah. So if you notice, if you really paid attention to my channel, I have 3 songs with the same sample. Here's one. And I got the whole video set up, everything. And this was last year. This was probably like around November of last year that I was talking about that. And then I have the one that I just put out recently. I just put out recently. What the point I'm getting at is that you got to start promoting yourself. You got to start putting yourself out there. Would you say? You said a baseline? Let me go back to the chat. Yeah, always, always. You're always gonna improve. We got 14 people up here. Can we get 14 likes? We got 10 likes. Can we get 14 likes? You gotta and that's another thing. You gotta talk to your people. You gotta let them know what you need so that the algorithm can push things forward. Because that's another thing. It's not just about putting out your videos now. It's about being consistent with your content, putting it out and talking to your audience and asking them to do certain things. Not demanding, but just asking. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. It took me a long time. That took confidence because I never even wanted to do that. But so let me get back to my page. View your channel. I should have just went to YouTube Studio. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Really quick. I'm gonna get to it. I don't want to lull y'all. I just want to show you that. Come on, YouTube Studio. And sometimes, man, the computer just be moving so slow. That's why I understand why people like standalone. Because I got so much stuff up on this computer. Wait. But, yeah. God, I just pulled that over from 2 to 3. He said, how do I go about making a website? If you want to do a website, you can go to I've done Squarespace. I've also done Wix. But Wix, you have to build it yourself. So I did that. But you can also go to Shopify. But you want to go somewhere where you can start off free. So I would look for different website platforms where you can start out free and you don't have to pay. And you can have a certain amount of time and just work on building up your web page. So Squarespace is pretty good. I don't know about their free stuff anymore because I kind of pay for mine. But Squarespace is good. Right now I'm using Shopify. There's I think another one called PayHip. And you can start out that way. If you're not into programming, don't do Wix. No, let me not say that because I think now they have models where you can just drag and drop. So please do your due diligence. Maybe I'll do a video about that as well if you're going to do a website. And that's a good idea because you definitely want your own website. So let me go back to not content, and I'll show you very quickly what I'm talking about. Trying, man. You got to put in the work, and you talking about putting in work. I'm telling you, man. This man put in some work. Let's see, where's this video at? Bon Appetit. Oh yeah, this is it. Bon Appetit cinematic walkthrough. So in my Bon Appetit cinematic walkthrough, I'm gonna let the beat play.
Like I'm gonna search up like one of my tracks real quick while man.
Look at that. I love that beat right there.
Just give me a second. There it is.
Like, I'm good, man. I finally got to the point where whatever I think, I can make it into music. Now, finding the right key sometimes is hard, but once I get to the point, that's where I got to start practicing piano more because I can play some chords and some things, but I really want to be more expressive. So, but this beat right here,
this is me. This is my beat. Check it out.
I love it.
Bring it on in.
That bass line.
Yes.
Woo.
That's me. I played everything. That teletone bass. Let me do something real quick. Yep, that's mine.
So the name of this video is Bon Appetit Cinematic Walkthrough and Sound Design Talk. And that's when I just talk about the sample pack. And
let me do something real quick.
Let me go.
See what I'm saying?
This is it.
Karumbin.
Yeah, I do need to do a bass line. Woo! Woo!
Sound like the beat. 70s movies.
I just love that one because of the drums, man. It just, but I was going for a Karumbin sound, for that part. But that's the same sample. And those are my sounds. I didn't sample nobody else. Those are my sounds. And I'm sure some people will hear it and they'll be like, what can I do with it? What can I? No, you can cut it up, chop it up, do whatever you want. That's why I said now it's getting to the point where I'm a salesperson and I can sell my stuff. You know what I mean? You want to get to that point where you can sell your own stuff and create products. But I hear you, a baseline expansion. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Definitely. That's a great one. And it's funny, when I Creative D Will, when I let him sample the pack top of last year, he was like, man, these bass lines are tight. Because that's one of my favorite bass lines, Rhodes, piano, drums, of course, drums. And then when I really started getting into YouTube, let me go back to the content. Back in like 2020, I had just gotten the Maschine Plus, and if I could find a video, man, let me go back. I gotta go back quite a bit. If I could find it, vacay. You know what? Instead of doing that, let me just put vacay up in there. And this is it. And then here's the one that I made in December 22nd of 2020. Almost almost 4 years to the date. He said, yeah, I had a great interview the other day. I wanted to tell Lonze he is, oh man, I hate when that happens. He is keeping relationships together with that how to keep your girl songs. Yo, that's cool. Baseline expansion. I definitely gonna do that. I think the thing that I got to get over my fear, because what I really want to do is make an MPC expansion where people just can download it. Kind of like how I think you got one. You got an MPC expansion, and Beats in Bed has an MPC expansion as well. Yeah. So I wanna do that as well. But this was the other one. That lets you know how old the sample pack is because and I just released it last year. So and here's the other one, 2022. So see that just goes to show you right there. But y'all, I didn't want to talk too long. I've been on a little more than probably like 30 minutes or so. And I just wanted to catch up with everybody. Just wanted to inspire you a little bit. Just tell you, like, use wisdom when you're getting into this thing. And just want to say, I want to thank everybody for the support. Thank you all for watching my channels. Thank you all for being there for a brother. I truly appreciate it. And just keep supporting your brother. And I'm definitely going to support y'all. Let's build this community together. And everybody, y'all have a happy holidays. Love on your family. Tell them you love them. And just be blessed. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Salute.